Hello second grade friends and welcome to Number Corner. For Number Corner today, we are adding to our calendar collector. And we are going to add another item that we're measuring today. So what you'll need is you will need your Number Corner student book and a pencil. You can pause the video now to get what you need. Once you have your Number Corner book, you can open it up to page 25 and 26. We are going to estimate and measure one item on page 25 in your Number Corner book. We are going to measure the length of a door. We've been talking all month about how we can estimate and measure length. Remember, length is the distance from one end of an item to the other end of that same item. And we're going to measure the width or length of a door. So I will cut a piece of adding machine tape to match the length of the door, and then I'll lay it on the floor. And we're going to use some of the tools we've been using to measure so far this month. We've been using craft sticks and unifix cubes. We're going to estimate and measure first with craft sticks and then unifix cubes. But first, we need to have a look at our door to estimate how many craft sticks long we think it will be. Let's have a look at our door. Here is the door that we're measuring today. We're going to measure the length from this end of the door to this end of the door. Now, in order to make some good estimates, we need to have a look at some of the other items that we've measured so we can start to see how long we really think this door is going to be. Let's have a look at some of our other measurements. Here are a few things we've already measured. First, we measured this whiteboard, and we found out that it's 8 craft sticks long from one end to the other, or 50 unifix cubes long. We also measured a chair that's really close to the height of this whiteboard because it's 9 sticks and 56 unifix cubes tall. We also measured this book, which is about 2 sticks long because we measured it this way, and 14 unifix cubes long. So when we're thinking about a good estimate for the door, well, I'm thinking, is the door closer in length to this book or a different item? What do you think? Now remember, we have to be able to walk through a door. Is this book something we could walk through? Is it wide enough? It's not wide enough. So do you think that the door is about the same length as the book? I don't think so either. Do you think the door might be a similar length to the whiteboard? Maybe. Maybe a good estimate would be 8 sticks wide or 7 sticks wide. Maybe it's not as wide. So a good estimate for our door could be about 7 sticks. Why do you think we'd say 7 sticks is a good estimate? Now there's a lot of good reasons, but like I said earlier, it has to be wide enough for us to walk through. So that would mean it has to be more than the length of this book. Now let's get our paper strip and put it on the ground and see how long our door is. Here's a look at some of the other things we've measured so far. We measured this whiteboard, and we know now that it's 8 sticks or 50 unifix cubes long. We also measured a chair from the ground to the top of the chair to measure the height. And we know the height of that chair is 9 sticks or 56 unifix cubes. We also measured this book. We measured it sideways from the bottom to the top here. And we measured that it's about 2 sticks long, or 14 unifix cubes. Now we're going to measure a door. Before we measure that door, we need to think of some good estimates for how many sticks long it will be. Can you think of some good estimates for how long a door might be? Now, I'm thinking of an estimate too, and I think a good estimate might be about 9 sticks long. Now, I'm thinking it might be about 9 sticks long because I'm thinking about how long this whiteboard is. This whiteboard is 8 sticks long. And I know something about doors. I know that a door has to be wide enough to fit a person through. I know that this book is not wide enough for a person. A person could not fit in this space. But I know that I could fit within this space. So I'm thinking that 9 sticks would be a pretty good estimate for a door that I have to walk through. So I'm going to use 9 for our estimate today. That's the estimate I'm going to write in my student book, and you should write that same estimate. So now I've laid our paper strip on the floor. This strip is the same length as my door I was standing by a little earlier. I've also written my estimate down in my student book. I wrote down 9 sticks as my estimate. You should have that same estimate written down too. I've also laid out my 3 craft sticks. Now that I can see my door length and my sticks next to each other, do we still think 9 is a good estimate? I have 1, 2, 3 sticks. Do you think I'll need 6 more to get to the end? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Let's find out. Let's take our sticks and measure all the way to the end of our paper strip. I have 3 already, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I all the way to the end of my paper strip? Just about. I just have a tiny bit left over. Is that enough for 1 more whole stick? No, it's not quite enough. So we'll say that this paper strip or our door is about 8 sticks long. Did we have a good estimate? I'd say our estimate was very close. Now let's write down how long our door is in craft sticks. And then we're going to estimate how long our door is in unifix cubes. Now I've put down my train of unifix cubes. Remember, one train of unifix cubes has how many unifix cubes in it? Do you remember? It has 10. It's a train of 10 unifix cubes. So looking at what we have now, do you think it will take more unifix cubes to measure our door than craft sticks, or less unifix cubes? If you said more, why did you say that? Why do you think that? Now you may think that because unifix cubes are smaller than craft sticks. So we'll need more of them to measure the same length. We'll need more because they're smaller. So how many unifix cubes do you think we'll have or we'll need? We have 10 already. Now I'm thinking back to the whiteboard we measured. And I know that our whiteboard was also 8 sticks long. And I remember that when the whiteboard was 8 sticks long, we needed about 50 unifix cubes. So do you think that 50 unifix cubes is a good estimate for how long our door will be? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Let's go ahead and write that as our estimate. Okay, now that we have our estimate, let's measure. And we're counting by tens because we have 10 unifix cubes in each of our trains. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40. Do we still think 50 is a pretty good estimate? 10 more. 50. Our door is about 50 unifix cubes long. Thumbs up or thumbs down, did we have a pretty good estimate? We had a very good estimate. I'm always thinking about how I can make the best estimate with what I already know. So I'm going to write down how long our door is in unifix cubes. Well, now that we have our door length estimated and measured, it's your turn to take a picture of what we did today and show your teacher your hard work. I'll see you next time for Number Corner.